Alrighty, finally doing some crystal quests. We are going to be doing green still, and it looks like we landed on the Bandersnatch fight. And from what I remember, this fight is a piece of shit, so we're actually going to change that, because I do believe that's like a single target annoying ass one, and whatever we land on, that's what we're doing. And this is Guardian of the Crystal? Oh, I forgot who's dealing melee brave damage. And inflicting break? Oh, actually, I think this is the Dorgann fight. Alright, give me a sec while I figure this out. Alrighty, so after a quick review, this is the Dorgann fight, and we are going to be going ahead and bringing, I wanted to bring Sephiroth to this at first, but then I remembered that these guys actually, during their force time, they recover bravery to the point where they can just become breakable again. So there's really no need for Sephiroth's BT effect, because when these guys activate force, they'll just be going ham, so we'll be perfectly fine, we'll be perfectly fine. And Dorgann, obviously, great, he was the featured unit for this, so you should handle this no problem. So here, I think we're just going to go ahead and I believe it's Spellblade? Yeah, I do believe this inflicts his debuff for 6 turns or something. Yeah, there you go. And our max brave is going to be pretty low for the most part until their force time actually procs, but we should be fine in that department. Like, nothing we really have to worry about. So we're just going to target B here so we can get both of them unbroken. And from here we'll just charge a little bit. Just because it's not a particularly dangerous fight or anything like that. It's just one that it's really hard to find damage to get in because they reduce our max bravery by, you know, a ridiculous amount. But we should be fine, we should be fine. Bagoosh. And we won't be doing that much damage, but that's perfectly fine. Where, like, the first parts of this fight aren't that bad. And here I think I'm actually going to... Let's hit swap turns on Dorgann. Just so we can get some more unbreaks going. So here we'll target A. I think actually we'll go for the LD just because we might get to a point where we don't want to press that button all that often. We do have enough bravery here. Okay, yeah, we're doing perfectly fine. I guess that came from Rem's buff. And with Ace, we'll go ahead and get our LD going. And for the most part, I think these... I skipped that Bandersnatch fight mostly because during that fight, it just gets really really annoying to deal with everything that they throw at you. But for this fight in particular, or for those fights going forward, they should be much easier to handle. Just because now that we're going to be getting the... What is it? Force Enhance 50? Yeah, Force Enhance 50. Actually, I have Sid Reigns here, but it's fine. We're actually not going to need that. Just because Dorgann already does Wind Enchant, so we don't need a Fujin Call or anything like that. But yeah, going into these future Crystal Quests with Force Enhance 50 is going to be super important just because a lot of these single target fights that are just slogs are going to be a lot better. Like, especially with HP gates, just because you're not really... You'll be missing out on damage, but it's not like you can't make it up. So that's good, that's good. Like, that coming up in the future is going to be very useful. Got the break there. And I just wanted to get Ace's trap on so we don't have to reapply it later. And Dorgann's the only one that's actually doing damage here, but that'll change soon. And we're about to run out on Rem's LD buff here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get our Blink buff on. We don't need this in particular, but I do like having the evasion up just in case. So we had no bravery damage there. I think they resist everything but wind right now. So here I think I actually want to LD. Yeah, we're doing no damage, but that's fine. Yeah, and this force ability, I think this is also another reason why I wanted to get that, yeah, that buff up in particular. I think, and yeah, we have to break him to get rid of that buff he had, and yeah, he's already broken. And they should be unbreaking themselves throughout the rest of the fight now, so we should be in a good spot. Let's see, so here with Dorgann, I'm gonna go ahead and get this AA up real quick. We are gonna lose the Rem buff, but that's fine. These guys should be unbreaking themselves after every turn now. Yeah, they're gonna hit the 20k mark, and that's perfect. And here we're going to go ahead and bring up Rem just so we can charge just a little bit more. Because we do want Dorgann's BT effect up soon too, just because that does give the party wind enchant. Actually, maybe a BT phase with him earlier would have been good. Whatever, it's fine. We did what we did. I'll charge just a little bit more, try and get some BT effects going. And these guys unbreaking themselves is going to be fantastic. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Doo-doo. So here, we're just going to cure some more. And then I'll probably go ahead and reapply traps and just make sure we get Rem's BT effect up as well, because that's like a nice Brave gain effect going on with it. So here, I'll do one more cure, just because we have it. But yeah, Bandersnatch 50 coming up. Interesting banners. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to pull for Celsius. Like, I know he's a great support unit and all that, but I think with my gem counts at the moment, I'm not sure if I necessarily need it. I might just end up passing on him, because I do plan on pulling for Deuce later this month. Because that should be coming out with, who was the summon? One of the Spiritist summons I believe she's coming out on. So I'm not, particularly worried about that. Oh, we bumped up there, nice. And here, we'll just go ahead. Great spiral. And that should bring us up to where we need to be. I do need to wind enchant, so I am going to do that first. And oh, actually, we don't even have a. Let's just get Seymour up while we can. Yeah, but those upcoming banners should be interesting. I'm pretty sure I'm only gonna pull for a Deuce this month, along with oh, there was another character that was on banner. But I'm pretty sure the main priority for gems is going to be Deuce. Oh, Fujin. Fujin's going to be on banner, and I think I'm going to pull for her as well. Just because, having her with Force Enhanced 50 for the Green Crystal Room is just going to make the rest of these fights easy. So, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Here, I think I'm just going to LD just so I don't have to press that later. And we are still, hitting a 0 bravery here, but that's going to change on Dorgann's turn. Especially Dorgann Ace combo. As long as I start doing single target attacks, we should be getting a lot of follow-ups. Oh, and I actually got Ace's EX. I feel like I never really get this buff up anymore, like the random card buff. And I don't believe this fight has a strict term limit or anything like that. 50 turns? Yeah, more than enough. I'm gonna have to press Dorgann's skill 1 soon. Or no, not his skill 1, his skill 2 soon. But that's not a big deal. And Dorgann luckily starts with a ridiculous amount of force time on his FR. Just because the amount of breaks he does on his own. $25. Yeah, he gives himself like an extra 50% to start. Aw, if the Ace traps would have procced there, that would have been so sick. And here we'll bring up Ace. Just so we can refresh those going off. Because you want to like focus mainly on doing single target attacks with this strategy. And yeah, it should be a cakewalk from here. Because now that we canceled their... We don't cancel their force time, but we cancel their force effect. And that's basically, the big max brave down. Now we have all our bravery back. So now we can start doing damage like normal. And here I'll just go ahead and FR so we can get that trap going again. Yeah, but FE50 should be fairly interesting. But it should also make a lot of the fights a lot easier. Like, especially when it comes to HP gates and stuff like that. And it should bring back a lot of older characters too that were like, less relevant. Like when they get their FE50 reruns, that should be cool. Like I've noticed a lot of characters that like have BTFRs are kind of coming back on banners where they don't actually feature their BT or their FR. And here I think I want to break A. I can't see the turn order, but I don't really think it's gonna matter. Yeah, and then Blind Set should proc twice. Because this counts as like an additional break, Dorgann should go twice. which, you know, is another 50%. And I think on turn he did 30, so, you know, that's like 80. And then Ace did another 2 or another 10. So it's a lot of gauge actually. And here we're just trying to make sure we have a Ace with turns. I think the reason Dorgann's so fast is because he still has the speed buff that Rem gives whenever she does swap turn, because it did swap into him. Yeah, he still has a speed buff up. Yeah, I think from here it's just, you know, gonna be as simple as whittle them down with a bunch of Dorgann follow-ups. I will use the last FR here though. A little unoptimal, but whatever, it's fine. We're just trying to get the gauge up really high. Actually, it's probably we probably get higher with just doing single target and letting Dorgann just do his thing. But it's fine like this. 568, 9 turns. It's still very good. And I do believe I still have one more of his FR attack too. So here, I think I want to say no. Let's do it. Let's do it now. Just because the breaks he inflicts, they're satisfying. $13 million. Oh wow, is that gonna... I think that procs 3 Dorgann follow-up attacks, so that's like 75%. Yeah, that's a lot. And we're not even done, not even close to it. Here we'll go ahead and bring up Ace, because Ace does have the stronger single target attack as opposed to Rem. That was what, 48 on turn with an extra 10 from the Ace traps? What's 48 plus 25? 73. 73%, not too bad. Yeah, because generally we would just want to do single targets like this. Yeah, because Ace does have a strong single target in Mega Burst. And then that'll just get Dorgann to proc all his follow-ups. Because Rem can do the single target break like that, but you have to do like her HP plus, which is kind of awkward. And I don't even know if it's like all that good. I'm gonna try it out of curiosity. Because I do believe that's 4 HP attacks. And I don't know if Siphon Spear counts as an individual break. I guess we're about to find out. If Dorgann follows up once, it only counts as 1 break, but if he does it twice, then we're good. We're mostly doing this for science. Oh, he did it twice! Oh, Rem can do it. Man, this fight should basically be close to over, if not over. Like, we've done so much damage already. What's that 1 buff? Oh, that's just a Rem. Perfectly fine. Here, we'll just go ahead and bring Ace up. Yeah, fairly easy fight that we rerolled into, especially because we have the green crystal character that was featured for this fight. So, you know, fairly lucky, fairly lucky. I don't like dealing with the Bandersnatch fight, just because those HP gates and the specific delay 2 turns on green is very specific. I think only Cloud of Darkness and I think there's another character too that can do it, but they're very specific characters that you need. And here I think we just go for straight Mega Burst again. Just a big ass single target attack. Because we don't really need to like focus on maximizing the gauge, because we did that fairly easily. It's just these guys are a little more tankier because of the, you know, the difficulty that we set it. Big maximum HP pools. Here I think I'll just I pressed the Windows button real quick. Actually, I think I still have the activate Windows setting on my screen at the moment. I don't know if you guys could see it, but I'm not paying fucking $200 for Windows. Hell no. I know MSI Afterburner like has been breaking it lately, and I don't know what's the deal with that is, but I don't mind, you know. It's perfectly fine with me. Oh, that's right. This whole time Rem has been giving me just that EX. I should bring up Rem. And I think that should be the fight. GG. Easy, so easy. Reroll that Bandersnatch fight. That Bandersnatch fight is no fun. Right, so now that we have this done, and we'll see the results here real quick just to make sure I perfected it. We'll just go to Seek. I don't think we're going to be focusing on any more passives in green. It should just be all stats. It should just be all stats. Perfect. Alright, I'll see you guys at the Crystal Room. Alrighty, so at the Crystal Room, I do believe we're just going for stats now, and I think the path I'm going to want to do is I want to focus on these attack nodes over here, just because these tend to be the hardest to get to on the outer ring. Yeah, just the attack max braves tend to be on like the outside of the circles, which, you know, makes sense. They do want you to use up all of your resources to get to those attack stats, so that should be perfectly fine. So we're just going to go ahead and unlock this. And next week we should be doing just the same, just focusing on these nodes, getting them all over with. That way every time we do one, we could just unlock a passive and be done with it. But there you go, boys. Take it easy.